This experience is low-key traumatizing if I think about it, but I guess it wasn't. Whatever. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm actually sort of excited for today's video because I'm gonna be giving the people what they want. A story time. I can't find my eyebrow spoolie. Guess the video's cancelled. Oh my gosh. Kissy kissy Roxanne. Did you miss me? My clout. So when I run into a Q&A. Today's story time is gonna be about how my high school almost got shot up twice. So oh my gosh, what is this? Stay tuned. So yeah, that honestly warrants enough to why this story is 100% true. Well, these stories will be true. Is maybe because, as we know, Florida, out of pocket, nothing. What happens here? You know, Florida man does this, Florida man does that, whatever. You know, my sophomore, I think it's my sophomore year of high school, and it was the morning. So my school, well, most outside of Florida don't understand that Florida is extreme. Okay, Florida is not just, you know, Miami and Orlando. And I think I live in Central Florida, so we got some country people that live here. Oh my gosh, Jesus Christ! They're, you know, they're just, it just leaps out. The racism just leaps out. So yeah, there's a group of them, you know, they be having the big 4x4s, you know, they be wearing camo to school, them big jeans, them big boots, them big buckles. And you know, it's not my product. What? I'm with my friends. You know, we were just chilling, you know, whatever, chilling in the morning, you know. The country kids, you know, they're being their usual rowdy, loud selves. However, this time we saw something that was a bit unnerving. We saw this big old Confederate flag, and they was waving it. They was on some honky tonky stuff. I was like, oh no, this will not do. And you know, usually they're loud and proud and stuff, so you know, whatever, we're gonna mind our business. They probably think you know, I'm ugly and black and a monkey, but you know, they're not saying it to my face or bugging me out loud, so how much can I do? But boy, that Confederate flag day, I was like, oh wow, they're getting a bit too bold. So no, okay, before I looked like some kind of villain. They weren't just waving it around, but they was on some other stuff. They was on some white power, huzzah. They was like, wow. This is
crazy. What is happening here in my public school?
So I was, okay, preface, we weren't trying to get them in trouble or anything. We just felt uncomfortable. Like, what's about that? What is this whole performance? It's like a performance piece. Like, what are you guys trying to do? There's something coming? Like, what's happening? So we went to student services, me, my friends, and it was like 3 of us. And we were like, you know, we're not trying to get these people in trouble, but we just wondering, like, they have the Confederate flag up there. We just feel very threatened. They keep on screaming white power, like, no one's threatening you. We were literally just sitting down, bro. Nothing. What is this performance piece for? And so we told our guidance counselor. Not guidance counselor. We told. I don't know who we told. We told the ladies in student services, and they were just like, oh, "Okay, ladies, thank you for telling us. Unfortunately, we don't think we can do anything about it. But you know, if you guys feel unsafe or threatened, we're sorry." Basically, they didn't. I don't think they did anything. But they're like, yeah, thank you for telling us. I don't know if they can do that, whatever, yada yada. And then we went to basically every grade in our school has like a rep or no, they have a person who helps them with their schedule, like I guess like a counselor for our grade or whatever, or represent something like that. So we told her, and she seemed very riled up. She was like, "Oh, ladies, this will not do. I'm gonna take action as soon as possible." And we were like, okay. Again, we're not trying to get them in trouble or anything. We're just like, yeah, we don't feel safe. Like, what is about to happen? Is something brewing? Is something about the neck of the woods we don't know about? Cause this is not my kind of rodeo. It wasn't happening. Yeah, so that happened in the morning, and excuse me, a little bit after that, I don't exactly know what happened, but all I remember is hearing them at lunch. Ooh, what? Oh my god, I forgot the rest of the story. But okay, so lunch happened, and we have this thing called power hour. So for power hour, we just, we have an hour for lunch. We can go on both sides of the school, both sides of the campus. We just be chilling. And so I'm gonna call them the Confederates. So the Confederates, they seem press. And so I think the school took away their flag. And when I tell you, so there's like a big leader of the group. I'm not saying big because she was big, even though she was big. But she was big, and she was a very threatening force. So the big leader of the group, she was pissed beyond belief. How dare they take away my flag? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I was like, okay, this seems very personal. And I'm not, no one told them obviously who reported it, but they were livid, they were pissed. So that was happening. They were all screaming, hip, hip. They were doing a lot. And then I heard her on the phone say, how do they take away our rights like that? When everyone else screams black power, it's okay. But when we scream white power, everyone feels threatened. How do you think I feel? How do you think we as white people feel? I'm like, what? And then she said the last thing I heard her say was, what was it? It was something very menacing. It was like,
tomorrow it's going down.
I said, ooh. And I ran to the other side of the other side of the campus. I was like, it's going down. What's about to go down? What's happening? And it was just a mess. And then I told my friends, I was like, tell me how I heard the gang leader of the White People United look at myself, it's going down. I said, I'm not used to this whole country thing because I had just moved from New York a little bit ago. So I'm like, what does she mean? It's like a term I'm not aware of. It's going down. What's going down? What's happening? Cause I'm not gonna die. This school not about to get shut up on my. Oh wow! Like myself, it's going down. Oh no. So she was like, my friend who was there, who also reported it. She was like, girl, I don't know, but I'm not coming to school tomorrow. I said, aye, Captain. Neither am I. So lunch is almost over. So we went to the other side of the school, and it turns out these group of black kids fought the white supremacy people, and then some people got arrested, and it was a whole bunch of rah-rah nonsense. And I was like, oh wow, this is quizzy. It was a mess. It was a mess. And I don't think to this day they know that not we, but they don't know who reported them. Thank God they ain't. This brush is trash. Thank God they didn't find out. Since the girl had said, tomorrow, what are you thinking? Tomorrow is on, or tomorrow is popping, or tomorrow's going down. Something like that. I was like, I don't know. So I told my mom, as soon as I got home, and I was like, Mommy, I'm not scared of nothing, but I'm not going to school tomorrow. And then a little later on Instagram, the same gang leader was sharing a whole bunch of stuff, some type of images, spreading the word, I don't know, on country Facebook. And I was like, I'm not going to school. That happened on a Monday. Why does it look like I have a mustache? I think half of the school's population did not show up to school because of that goddamn Facebook message. Because I was like, oh no, I'm too young to go. it was not gonna work out. It was, oh my god. It was pretty entertaining though, pretty entertaining. Yeah, so no one showed up to school on Tuesday. And then everyone was like, you know what would be crazy? If instead of shooting the school up the day everyone expected, they did it the day after. And I was like, no, you're doing too much. You're just trying to miss school at this point. Because that does not make any sense. It made a little bit of sense, but I wasn't gonna give it to anybody. But yes, I think most of them got suspended. One of the Confederate flag guy was in my class. I was like, bro, you really roll with those kind of people? That's sort of crazy. He goes, yeah, those are my people. I said, oh, okay. You can keep them. Because that was crazy to me. Yeah, that was sophomore year. But don't worry, people, it gets worse. Because that was, I mean, it was pretty bad, I guess. But it wasn't like the school got shut down or anything. This one, a little crazier. A little bit more advanced. It was junior year. I remember the exact day. It was 4/20. And it was just a regular school day. I had a project due in 3rd period. I was, had my little project in my bag. It was whatever. It was me. I remember this so vividly. This experience is low-key traumatizing if I think about it, but I guess it wasn't. Whatever. One friend, me, another friend, no, it was 2 friends, then one guy friend who was sitting in front of me. I didn't see him until, I don't think I saw him the day after, because we got split up. Talking, trying to pass the time. And then, I think we were talking for like not 20 minutes, that's a bit much. It was before school started, so we were talking for probably 10 minutes. And then we hear this person, this administrator, whatever, he's talking about some
Run! Get out of the cafeteria right now! Get out of the cafeteria right now! It's a cold, we're in a cold rain. Get out of the cafeteria!
And I'm like, this is okay, because I'm questioning it, but I'm questioning it while I'm running. I was on this side of the table, this side of the long table, and people were running so fast I had to jump on top of the other table to get out the door because people were literally stampeding. It felt like the scene where Mufasa got run over because people were literally running for their life. So they was running. Like the guy who was telling us to run had come from the other cafeteria doors, and the one that we had to exit was, like, say, it was over there. So it wasn't a far run, but it was still, everyone was running. And we're like, what? But of course, we're saying what while running? So the guy who was in front of us, I lost him until literally the day after. And so we ran through the doors, right? It was like mass hysteria. I had my book bag in one hand. I left my project on the table because who's trying to bring a project? And all we see is people literally running and screaming. People are recording. People are doing this. And I'm like, yo, what is happening? So we had to... So we were outside the cafeteria now. It was me and my 3 friends. One friend was having a panic attack. The other one was having a smaller panic attack. And me and this other girl, we were sort of the calm ones, but we were still freaked out at the same time. Like, friend number 1, let's call her, she was holding my hand. We were like, bro, what's happening? And the teachers just kept rushing us out of the school. But it was like they were rushing us. Okay, so they were rushing us outside. They were rushing us near the agriculture. So we had to run up this hill. And then they were like, it's not safe to be outside. Go back into the school. Go down the hill now. So when I tell you, my friend, girl number 1, she dashed back inside the school. It was so crazy. The hallways felt so long. And the thing was, they kept telling us where to run. They kept telling us to run, but they weren't telling us where to go. So I'm like, bro, what is happening? They're not literally telling us nothing about what's happening. So, there's literally mass hysteria. And I'm thinking, bro, if we live in Florida, people are known to be crazy. At least inform the kids. They're talking about something, nothing's wrong. Just follow what we're doing. Clearly something's wrong. If you're telling us to go outside, then, they're not safe. Go back inside. We're just like, something's not adding up. Because I'm like, I'm not stupid. So I'm like, yo, what is happening? I want to text my mom, but there's no time to text my mom because I got separated from the other girl who was on this side of me. She got cut. I don't know who cut her, but she got cut. A mess. So then so we went back down the hill, and I was in the same side of the courtyard I was on before when I had first run out. And they were like, go to your first period classes and stay in there. Run, run, run. And I'm like, so let me say, my school is very long. It's a very, very long service. I was right here, right? And where they had just told me to run to was 1 pallet, 2 pallet, 3 pallet, this pallet again, all the way over there. So I'm running. No, they didn't say go to your first period. First they said go to the nearest classroom. So I go to the nearest classroom. The door to the classroom, the hallway, was locked. Oh, they're trying to kill us out here. What is happening? It was me. My other friends had disappeared. I don't know where they went. It was like an apocalyptic dream. So it was like, these doors are locked. I was with some Spanish kids, so where we was having a great, I mean, it wasn't a good time, but we were making a good time at a bad situation because we was laughing. I mean, obviously it was pretty serious, but it's like, what are we gonna do, you know? So we tried to open the door to the hallway. The hallway is locked. And the teachers shouts out to things, run to your first period, go to your first period, go to the nearest classroom. I'm like, yo, these doors are locked. What do you want us to do? Abracadabra something? So I'm running. And my first period teacher's outside of her hallway. And I'm like, can you tell us what's happening? And she's like, there's no time. So I see another girl. I'm like, there's no time. What is this, World War Z? What are they coming for us? Can you tell us what's happening? And I see another girl from my first period class. I literally sit next to the girl. My girl has tears running down her face. I'm like, bro, am I supposed to be crying too? What's happening? Hallways are about good. They're probably like 80 paces. So we were running. So we finally get into the classroom. She locks the door. I said, this is serious. So she locks the door and she tells us to get under the little shelves. And the girl, my classmate, the girl's having a full-blown panic attack. And I'm like, oh God. So I try to help the girl next to me. I'm texting my friend because she texts me, oh, I heard our school's in a code red. Is that true? Because she wasn't at school. And I'm like, well, I guess. So I had to take care of this, my friend, my first period friend. Granted, I had lost all my other friends and I couldn't text them because of our dumb school Wi-Fi. So I'm just like, what is happening? Oh, also, I went to school with my brother. Completely lost my brother. I don't know where he is in this term of events because our dumb school Wi-Fi. So we're under the shelves, bro. And then we hear on the PA, blank, blank high school is under a code red. We are in a code red. I said, what? This is crazy. So they tell us, yeah, we are in a code red. And we look at our teacher like, you couldn't tell us we were in a code red before? Like, you just had this mass hysteria, like it was a good idea? These are paid professionals because they weren't doing their job. So I'm trying to calm down the girl next to me. I text my mom, hey mommy, yeah, we're in a code red. I don't know what's happening. Whatever. My friend texts me. I was like, yeah, I'm okay for right now. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why we're in a code red. Can you tell us anything you know, please? Because they're not telling us anything. And my teacher didn't know anything either. We just went to a code red. We closed all the windows. We couldn't talk to anybody. If anyone, it was like, if anyone approaches your classroom door, do not open the door. I'm like, yo, what is happening? Like, can someone actually tell me what's happening? Because I'm so perplexed. And yeah, everyone was freaking out. We had people from our classroom. In our classroom, weren't even from our class. They just had to run to the nearest class because what they made it seem like there was a shooter on campus and we're all dying right now. Turns out it wasn't our campus the shooter was on. But that's the other part of the story. So yes. And bro, my brother texted his mom talking about some, mommy, I love you. I ain't in a closet right now. He made it sound like he was about to die, which was not. I mean, yeah, we were in danger, but it wasn't like, at the point of the story that I'm in right now, the danger wasn't at us. So there was an active shooter on the campus of the high school that's closest to us, and they couldn't find the gunman because he'd ran away. So they assumed he's going to the next closest school. which is our school. If I can, I'll insert a picture of how that day went. I have a picture of myself during that day because I was like, this is crazy. So yeah, there's a shooter on the other school's campus, and they thought, you know, he would, because obviously he didn't have a motive, so he was just, you know, trying to blow everything up. And he did end up shooting somebody in the ankle, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, so they thought they were going to, but you know, they were still taking precautions because he was still in the area. No one had found him, and we were watching it live on the news, and there was basically no updates. There was a helicopter, we heard helicopters, apparently the SWAT team came. We couldn't see any of that because, well, one, the way our classroom was set up, it was to the exit of the school, not the entrance of the school. And a whole bunch of parents were calling like, I want to pick my kid up from school right now. I want to pick my parents up from school. I don't feel, my child is not safe in that school. I don't want to be. We couldn't, you can't let them outside there. We think there's an active shooter. Like, what the hell? Sort of a mess. And then I heard that apparently people thought that they heard a gunshot in the cafeteria. That's why we had a code red. It was a big mess. And that is, I don't know how that got spread around, but yeah, it was pretty bad. Got shot in the ankle from the other school. Thankfully, he survived. It was okay. Yeah, but I don't think the way my school handled it was a very good idea. They didn't tell us anything. I mean, I get they didn't know anything, but the whole mass hysteria approach, children having panic attacks, it was just so awful. It was like the opposite of a chef's kiss. It was just so there was a whole bunch of rumors that the SWAT team had come. Okay, the police did come. Apparently the SWAT came. I don't think the SWAT came. But then again, I could have been wrong. They could have left. They could have came and left before I had the opportunity to leave school. I don't know. Pretty unfortunate. It was a mess. Apparently, someone said they found a gun on camp, like a gun in the bushes, because the guy had made it to our school. The gun. It was a mess. It was such a travesty. I'm glad that's over. An atrocity. 2 little short stories about how I could have died, but I'm here to tell the story. It was, you know, part of my high school experience, you know, going to school in Florida, I guess. But alas, that is all. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys went to my for the people who actually went to my school and were there during those 2 incidents, if you know, you know. If you don't, you know I'm not lying. I think you can look these things up. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Bye.